Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to Be in the Change. I'm going to get started by reciting my inspiration. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say welcome to everybody who's watching me for the first time, and welcome back to everybody who has seen me before, and thank you so much for staying with me on this journey. I stated in 2019 for my New Year's resolution that I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt. And I was gonna do a video once a week for an entire year. So that was the first time I ever told anybody what my New Year's resolution was, and it was the first time I was actually able to keep it, which is such a huge deal for me because I am a great starter. And then the being consistent and following through is something that I used to struggle with. And I'm not struggling with that anymore. I'm doing it. So I want to talk to you guys. Last week, I was talking about, you know what? I don't have to prove anything to anyone anymore. I need to prove things to myself. And that's what makes me feel good. And last week I was talking about that I had to let go of my attorney's office and how I didn't want to do it, but I had to. And after calling around and making phone calls, I talked to a judge who was so awesome. He's like, Michelle, a lot of times these things can be worked out by communication. And communication has something that I have struggled with my whole life. I'm great at talking behind your back, but not to your face. So speaking up for myself and going to the actual person when something is wrong is a lot harder for me than actually going to tell 20 people who can't do a darn thing. So those were behaviors that I used to participate in, that I would call everybody but the person and let them know how you wronged me and what you did, instead of actually going to the person, letting them know what has happened and to see if we can work on it. So as I was talking to the judge on the phone the next day, the attorney's office that I had to break up with called me back and asked if they could continue to work on my case with me. So they extended an olive branch, which I thought was huge. And then the next day, I was able to speak with the owner and voice my concerns. And I realized, you know what? Nobody has their life together, and nobody's life is perfect. And I realized after talking to her that she's doing a really good job, especially for somebody who is surviving a pandemic, working through it, and I know everybody's doing the best they can with the tools that they have, and you do as good as you can with the tools that you have until you are presented with new tools. And why I am comfortable now talking out loud is because I've had access to tools since I've been 18 years old of how to do better, and how to take care of myself, and how to take care of my life, and how to get a connection to a higher power, and how to get a connection to myself, and how to be responsible, and all of these tools that I have received since I've been 18 years old. They've been a gift, and I need to share my gift with others. Not everybody, a lot of people did not get access to the things that I've been able to have access to. And it's not, I have more than you. It's God gave me these tools. And I had to first learn how to use them and how to help myself. And once I was able to do that, I am meant to share them with the world and to show all of you how to take care of yourself and how to do better and how to forgive yourself, because these are all things that I've learned how to do with the tools that I've been given. And I never realized what a big deal it was, because I grew up in a family where we minimized everything and nothing was a big deal ever. And because of the shame, because of the guilt, and because of the fear, a lot of the things that I told myself that weren't true was, why would you ever celebrate being something you should have never have been in the first place, which was my disease of alcoholism. And honestly, my disease of alcoholism has been one of the biggest gifts that I've ever been given. And I've also been given the gift of recovery. And not only was I given the gift of recovery, I was given it twice, because the first time I got the gift, I didn't want it. And the second time I got the gift, I needed it. And it's taken me over 30 years to be able to know what this gift is and how I'm supposed to use it. And how I'm supposed to use it is to help people survive their life, because I've been given the tools to survive my own. And I've been given the gift of compassion. I've been given the gift of grace. I've been given the gift of love. And I've been given the gift of having a connection, a spiritual connection to a higher power that does not involve religion. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's watching me and supporting me. And I know some of the stuff that I talk about, it sounds crazy, and it did sound crazy to me too, but it's crazier for me to stay the way I used to be than to talk out loud about it. So thank you to everyone who's watching me. Please stay safe and stay tuned. We are not in good times. We're still in trauma. In the United States, we are still trying to find out who our next president is, and it is very stressful. So I'm wishing you all love and light during this stressful time, and I will see you all next week. So take care.